This is a paid advertisement on behalf of Nord Precious Metals Mining. What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Frank Basa, CEO and President of Nord Precious Metals. Pleasure to have you on today, Frank. How are you doing?
We're good, Aaron, and how are you? Just before we start here, Aaron, I just want to tell our audience or our potential investors, I'm actually sitting in our high-grade gravity mill, and the piece of orange equipment behind me is actually a cone crusher, a critical piece of equipment, and this plant can do about 60 tons a day of very high-grade silver ore.
Very cool. It's not just a, Zoom background. So, your company
Oh,
has
it's
been
real.
Yeah, definitely. So your company's been reporting some of the highest grades in the world. Can you give our audience a sense of just how significant these grades are in the context of the global precious metals industry?
Now, see, a lot of people are not aware about the Cobalt Camp. The Cobalt Camp itself, Aaron, in its day was the highest grade producing area in the world. And the town is called Cobalt. It actually was named by a geologist. There's also a lot of critical metals in here. So there's cobalt, nickel, copper. But the primary metal, and Agnico started here, it's Sodatech. They're multi-billion dollar companies. They recovered the silver. But the grades here are astronomical. So if you look at our inferred resource, we have 7.5 million ounces as a starting resource. It's still beginning, but the grade is 8,500 grams a ton, about 260 ounces a ton, silver only. We don't do silver equivalents, even though we have copper, cobalt, nickel. Now, a lot of people say, wow, that's pretty high. And I said, yeah. So our capital costs to put something like this into operation are quite low. When you look at our grades at 260, ounces a ton compared to some other mines have like 10 ounces a ton. So we're about 25 times larger. So it's usually quite a fractional cost to build the infrastructure to operate to pour a bar of silver. So this facility that I'm actually sitting in right now is actually originally was built by the provincial government. They spent a fortune building it. We picked it up basically for paper and cash. We spent a few $1 million upgrading it, but basically can pour 3 million ounces of silver a year, which is way more than we ever expected from a facility like this. So I think globally, I think price of silver will keep on climbing. A lot of my European investors feel silver will go around 80 to $120 an ounce. I hope it does, but right now I see it as on its way. It has also, most people are watching these silver gold ratios. I've never seen that before, but basically it's 100 to 1, and usually should be around the 60 to 1. So I think price of gold stays there, silver should climb, and silver, in addition to being a precious metal, it's also an industrial metal, and most people are not aware of it, but all your solar cells have silver in them.
Definitely. So you've mentioned the possibility of moving into production as early as next year. What are the key milestones the company needs to hit in order to make that a reality?
What most people are not aware of, because the mines here were so rich, the operators threw away a lot of silver into the tailings. So we have two high-grade tailings deposits, and they're averaging 4 to 10 ounces a ton. And some mines actually now have a resource in the 4 to 10 ounces range for the resource. So we have high-grade tails. We've already bought what we call a gravity plant. And our intent is with the new permits that the province has came out with, basically it takes us 80 days to get a permit. It's called a recovery permit. And we'll hopefully operate on a seasonal basis every year for multiple years to recover the silver from these tailings ponds. We've done a fair amount of test work. Actually, we set up a pilot plant here at the high-grade gravity mill, and so far some of the results came back exceptionally good. And we also found, again, which surprised us, native silver in a concentrate, which we never thought we'd find.
Wow, so you're aiming to secure underground permits and be fully underground within the next 2 years. Can you walk us through the permitting process and what steps are currently underway?
Yeah, see, what we've done, we do things what we call real time. In addition to doing a drill program, we're also looking at getting our permits. So I think we have one permit in hand, which would be the what they call a recovery permit. Now we're working also on a permit to go hard rock mining. That's where our real value is. We've actually already designed a ramp to our new ore body. We originally looked at going through the old Castle Mine workings. We went underground, but I think 2 kilometers away from the current new discovery is too far away. So it'd be better to put down a ramp and access the ore body from the ramp. And hopefully, permits still take a long time, but we're being conservative in our prediction. We did start the program, but it could take us probably not till 2 years from now. Might be sooner, but being conservative, we're looking at 2 years from now to begin mining the new ore body. In the old mine, the Castle mine, we found a lot of broken rock in the stopes. So we took about 20 tons of that and we processed it through our mill here, and we managed to pour 1,000 ounce silver bars. So there seems to be value underground in the old stopes. We'll have to look at it if we can access those as well. But we will be working on all three faces, so to speak. So we'll be working on the tailings, hard rock on the new deposit, and also the rock that we're trying to get out of the stopes. It appears the stopes do carry significant values.
Lots going on. So now let's talk exploration. Can you update us on your current drill program and what results investors should be watching for in the near term?
So what we've done is we completed a 60,000 meter drill program, and we got some astronomical numbers in our silver assays. We got them up to 89,000 grams a ton. So for a lot of our other investors who like to work in ounces, that's 2,600 ounces a ton. So that was our highest grade assay, but we also had assays in the 20,000, 70,000, 50,000 grams a ton. This is normal for the Cobalt Camp. And the mine we picked up, Agnico used to operate at 32 to 80 ounces a ton. Like I said, our resource right now is 7.5 million ounces at 250 ounces a ton. So we're looking at actually lowering the grade of the resource from 250, probably in the same range Agnico used to operate, 32 to 80 ounces a ton. And normally, as you lower the grade, your ounces increase. We're targeting hopefully in the near term as a resource measured indicated about 30 to 42 million ounces. And then from there on, we'll be looking how further can we expand this resource.
Sounds good. So you're potentially planning another 30,000 meters of drilling. How does the next phase fit into the broader development strategy, and what are your goals for that program?
See, what we've done is in the last 60,000 meters, we hit 5 structures, which is pretty substantial in this camp. Usually, you hit one structure, it gives you a lot of silver because you go considerable distance. So we hit 5 structures, and I think we have another 5 to 7. So the 30,000 meter of drilling was going to be, are they real or not, or are we going to find some more structures? So the last time we also drilled underground, and we hit a lot of zones or mineralized zones or structures that are at 5,000 grams a ton, which was kind of surprising to find. But when you look at the mine, the camp, historically, in early 1900s, 5,000 grams a ton could have been just waste rock. And that's why when we went underground and did underground drilling, we kept on hitting these zones that have very high grades.
Well, thanks, Frank. It's been a pleasure learning about the company. You've got a lot going on. It's a very exciting time for silver. I feel like we're on the cusp of, well, it's silver is already breaking out, but I mean, I hope, it keeps going. Strong metals market, very exciting time to be doing what you're doing. So best of luck with your operations, and we'll have you back on for more updates as they come.
Well, thanks a lot, Aaron, and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.